All right. Ooh, microphone's a little loud. Turn it down ever so slightly. Okay, here we go. Rev is on a 3-stream streak. Woo! Yay! Wait, is that... No, that's not right. That can't be right. Haven't you been here for like 88 months or something? I don't remember. It was a lot. Because, yeah, last week it was 88 because we were talking about how it's lucky. Alright, so, incidentally, 2 quick things. First, hope everybody had a good week. Second, don't worry, this time I know what I'm doing because I didn't cheat, I read a little bit. So, I, know stuff now. So, it's all good. It's all good. So we're just gonna head straight to Muse. Oh, as long as we don't get attacked by a weird, evil spider thing. Oh, they just started tracking it? Okay. Well, that makes sense then. Tie an onion to my belt because the strategy guides are all the rage. I mean, it is true, and I'll be honest. Like, I can go down in my basement, and I still have a fairly substantial number of Prima official strategy guides from back in the day. Just putting it out there. All right. So, incidentally, I'm here in Muse because I was sent here by a child who gave me all of her birthday money in order to buy an amulet for her dad. That's kind of the shtick that's going on here. She gave us 70. Oh, dang. So now we've lost a signet ring. I don't know if it actually meant anything, but there we go. How things be. Yeah, seriously though, Rev, now I kind of want to... I kind of... After this, I want to head downstairs to see exactly which ones I still have. Because I honestly don't remember what all I have. I'm 90% sure I've got the one from Jet Force Gemini, which is one of my absolute favorite N64 games. And unfortunately, I can't remember if I still own a copy. If I don't, I need to find one, because Jet Force Gemini is Rareware at its peak, in my opinion. So Rareware was really well known for making actually just straight up excellent games, but amongst many other things, they're the ones who made GoldenEye. And they also made Donkey Kong. They did... Well, they kind of reunited for Yooka-Laylee, because they also made Banjo-Kazooie, which was an amazing game. They also made Banjo-Tooie. I believe they also made Conker's Bad Fur Day. They did so much. It's insane. Oh, what the fudge? Well, that's not ideal. So she's the one that I went to get the amulet for. Oh, Jesus. Ah. Oh. Well, this is horribly unsettling. We literally just went so that she could get a birthday present for her father. Oh, Dragon Quest VIII. Nice. That's a good one. Mad Prince of the Highland. Ah! Drag her along if you must? Dude, are you serious? Ha! See? Finally, we get this person. So this is the person who kept complaining about there being too many kids here. And careful what you wish for. You know, I don't think... I have never played Dragon Quest VIII. I'm sorry, Rev. I mean, I know that'll probably make you clutch your pearls, but unfortunately, I simply have not done it. It's a travesty of epic proportions. Is it even still available? Can you get it somewhere? Did they remake it? I feel like that's one they would have remade. I know I did Dragon Quest X. That's the one that I streamed, right? Or was that 11? I streamed one of them, and it was a ton of fun. I mean, I know the whole Dragon Quest series is basically just masterpiece after masterpiece. It's amazing. Yeah, like Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy, all of those things became kind of the quintessential JRPG tropes, or gave us the quintessential JRPG tropes of the late 80s, early 90s. It's pretty amazing. So, incidentally, for this one, if you all are unaware, the plot for this is a war ended, we were in a ceasefire, but then there was a false flag operation that blamed other guys for doing something when it was actually internally done just to start building up strife. So that's kind of the whole shtick. Oh, are you his sister? Okay, Luca attacked. The Mad Prince of Highland. Alright, who thinks that we're going to be able to recruit the Mad Prince of Highland? Oh, what peace treaty? See, looks like Justin broke the treaty first with a surprise attack. That was the false flag operation. Effectively. Now, incidentally, I will say that, like many JRPGs and RPGs of the time, even Western RPGs, this game doesn't really have a go here, do thing type of shtick. So, okay, so the Unicorn Brigade is where we were. Jowie and myself. We were part of that. And it was the Captain Roud. he was the one who did the betrayal. But we've been bestie boos for like all of our lives. So anyway, JRPGs, as well as Western RPGs, had this problem of there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can do, but you have no idea how or where to do it. So a really good example of this is one I say it's one of my favorite games. It's like, you know, who doesn't have it as a favorite game? Actually, I believe, was it Final Fantasy VII? It was either Final Fantasy VII or 9, because you could do chocobo breeding specifically. And there was this massive, crazy, weird thing you had to go through with very specific types of food and very specific types of chocobos in order to get to a golden chocobo. Like, there were no hints anywhere in the entire game of exactly how you could do it. But it was possible. It was absolutely ridiculous. Hey, fire spears. We use those. Oh, they're rusty. Okay. Let's see here. It was Final Fantasy VII? Okay. It was re-released on 3DS, but it was out of print, and now over $100 for everyone I saw. Okay, you can get the PS2 version for like $20. That's not bad. For the, what's it called? For Dragon Quest. Now, was Dragon Quest VIII originally released on PS2? Is that what it was there, Rev? So I remember needing the Golden Chocobo to go to it. There was an island that was literally in the corner of the map, and the problem is the way that the map was is that if you went all the way east, then you wound up back on the west side. If you went all the way north, you wound up on the south side. And basically the island was in like the very corner, the top corner or bottom corner or whatever corner you went to. And it was this tiny, little bitty island. And you go in there and that's where you get the Knights of Round. The most powerful summon in the entire game of Final Fantasy VII. It was a PS2 game? Okay. 21 years old. Oh, God. So, what we're saying is that Dragon Quest VIII can drink. Oh, they did cell shading. That's cool. I love cell shading. I'm a fan of that. Alright, so, let's see here. So I think I know where to go because it mentioned the forest. So there was a forested area that we had run into previously. Incidentally, I never finished my thought. JRPGs, Western RPGs, really complicated, no hand-holding, so it was practically necessary to get a strategy or a walkthrough guide so that you knew what to do. Because there's no telling. Like, even right now, they told me, go find this guy, Tsai. Go. Just find him. And it's like, okay. Where is he? I don't know. We just gotta find him. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's not bad. It's just, especially nowadays, like trying to do streaming and stuff like that, we're not used to it. It's tough. And it kind of ruins the magic a little bit if I'm having to look things up, which I've had to do. Because I don't know what to do. I've never played this game. I mean, it's not the worst, but it's a little bit sad. I'll have to see if I can get a copy of Dragon Quest. Because I really want to play it. Okay. For those of you who are watching elsewhere or other times, basically, in my experience, if Rev says that a game is good and that he liked it, chances are that I would like it. Because we have very similar taste in games. So I've got a good feeling about it. Incidentally, through most of this week, I've been playing Hades 2, which is amazing. It's really fun. It recently got a full release. It came out of early access. And so that's why I kind of started playing it again. I had played it a ton during early access. But now I'm playing it again to like actually do all of the things and actually finish it up. And it's incredible. I absolutely love it, honestly. Graphics comparison between the OG and the update. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, basically looks identical. Now the HD edition is the HD edition only on 3DS, or did they do like a Steam release as well? I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I'm just curious. It's just 3DS. But you're right, Rev. It looks literally no different whatsoever. It's unfortunate that there wasn't a Steam release, because I think that would have done really well. I know Dragon Quest VIII was one of the more popular ones. I mean, just like we've seen Final Fantasy VII Redux, or whatever it is. Which, incidentally, is it finished now? Have they, like, completed the thing? Because I know they were releasing it in parts. And I think there are 2 parts out now. They're both on my wish list. I've also heard mixed things about how good it is. I just want to go to Golden Saucer. You know, that's all I really care about. This looks like a place where a weaponsmith would be. I had found this before. And I remember thinking the same thing. It's far margin the most popular edition of Dragon Quest. Huh? Yeah, figures. Hooray! Now, I wonder when I'm going to get to the real meat and potatoes type of stuff of the game. So, in the first game, we ended up with a thing where we were doing effectively base building. And that's where the recruitment stuff came into play. And of course, we were, working, doing stuff, trying to find new folks, and upgrading our armor and weapons, and blah, 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 blah. And we were in kind of a steady state of, this is what we're doing, this is what we're working on. I don't know if this game is going to reach a similar state. The one thing I really worry about is, similarly to the first one, is they're going to force me to play as and with specific characters at different times, which drives me up the frickin' wall. Dang it. See, Rev, now you make me want to get a copy of Dragon Quest VIII. Son of a bitch. And see, I don't want none of those, like, you know, none of those ROM copies or nothing. I want a real one. Oh. Shitty. Dude, homie is burning down the other place too? Bro. What the fudge? Dude. Not cool. The fudge, bro? Holy crap! This is dark! You know what really worries me? Luca has a portrait, and that makes me think I might be able to recruit him later? And that's legit terrifying? Oh. Oh no. Gah! Holy free holies! This is insane! I feel like maybe that other guy could potentially be persuaded to join us, the bald dude. Because he was literally like, hey, you know, maybe tone it down a little on account of we burned the entire place down. Oh, that's true. That is true. You would assume he's big bad. That makes sense. That makes sense. Freaking Neck Lord. That was such a weird thing. Going to Neck Lord in the first game. Is he gonna knock us out? Yeah, he knocked us. Jeez. So I guess this is what we refer to as, like, bloodthirsty and warmonger. God dang. It's brutal. You know, one thing that I will give, actually most early J and Western RPG games, is like, the bad guys are straight up bad. Like, holy free holies. It's insane. They're like, unquestionably the worst human beings on the entire planet. Just about. It's horrible. So it makes it easy to hate the bad guys. Incidentally, these two guys, Victor and Flick, are from the first game. So far, I believe those are the only two that we have seen from the first game. I don't remember if Tsai was there as well. This gonna be... Okay, yeah, it's this thing. But that was a scratch! I scratched him! Okay. So, incidentally, that was glorified rock, paper, scissors. It's a mechanic that was introduced in these games to make, I guess, interesting. Okay. Huh. Ooh, Rev, what should we name our army? Wait, what was the name of Musk's kid? We can, or we can do like Billy Tables. We'll have like Naister. You know, you're lucky, Rev, because I'm probably one of the few people who's still around who actually gets that reference. And incidentally, I'm a huge fan. I was not a fan of the live action. It was not great, in my opinion. The animated one was awesome, though. Spoon unit. Okay. So one of the things that this game series introduced was this idea of larger scale combat, where you have kind of big enemy versus big enemy thing. In my opinion, it was more perfected with Kessen in the PS2. The problem is that everybody was limited by what the PS1 or other hardware could do at the time of games like this. But the thing is that the developers were still pushing as hard as they could to do whatever they could possibly do. In my opinion, I feel like this particular mechanic is a bit of a miss. I'm not a huge fan because, again, it's glorified rock, paper, scissors. Not great. I like that as you recruit more and more and more people, then you're able to do more to affect the bad guys and figure out, like, what are they doing? What are they working on? What are they having? That's not a lion. That's a bear. I'm sorry. That's a bear with with an aura. That bear is aura farming. That's what that is. Yeah, see? Ain't no lion. Do a tick reference because we're both so freaking old. I mean, I mean, it's not a direct reference, but I did love playing the Super Nintendo version of the Tick because it was an old classic beat 'em up. But let's see, what was it? There was it Sewer Urchin? Was that the guy's name? And then there's the bat guy, whose name I can't remember. It was a really goofy, like, philosophical name. No, he was a mouse. Despater Mouse? Something like that. There was Chairface Chippendale. as one of the main bad guys. There was just the Tick is basically like a fever dream. If any of you have not heard of it, I advise you look it up because it's really freaking weird. It is just about the goofiest thing that ever did. Deflator Mouse, that's what it was. I did not do any of that. That was all the game itself. This is kind of cool. This is a bit different from the other version or the original version. Incidentally, one of my favorite games from the PlayStation 1 era was Vanguard Bandits, and it had a combat system pretty similar to this. It was a tactical movement game, kind of like Golden Sun and things like that. Absolutely loved that game. So much fun. That could be a good game to stream. If I ever can. My problem is that it would mean I'd have to like bring stuff all the way up from the basement, and it would just be brutal. Hooray, we did it! Oh, Deflator Mouse. Yeah, and then, well, of course there was Arthur. Arthur was a certified public accountant who had a moth costume. He was the Tick's sidekick. It's not my second game room, it's my office. This is where I work. Okay? This is the problem. It's like my personal tower PC is here. That's how I stream. The problem is it's where my streaming setup is, but all of my retro gaming stuff is elsewhere. Let's just do it. I don't care. I'm guessing that one of these is like guaranteed to win. The other one is like a guaranteed to lose thing. Hey, look, a bunch of generals that I'm going to end up fighting. You know what, Rev? You shut up. Nobody asked you. Yeah, I have a feeling that the fact that we're outnumbered 2-1 by cavalry is probably not going to go well for us. Yeah. We're boned. We're super boned. The White Wolf Army? How about we get something that sounds a little more ominous? No! That had to have been a supposed to lose fight. It is true. The Lollipop Guild has been soundly defeated. That's kind of my only chance here. I've only got 2 of them. Okay. See, now I gotta look at all of the old school games that I don't have. Rev is trying to get me to spend money that I don't have. Incidentally, I don't think I've mentioned it, but I've been looking for a job for like 6 months. It's been really freaking terrible. And now I'm sitting here like, I want to get Dragon Quest 8. I want to get this. I want to get that. Okay, well, whatever. My point stands, Rev. Although, we do have pretty decent retro game stores nearby, which is kind of surprising considering where we live, which is basically in the middle of nowhere. They tend to have pretty good selections. Dragon. Wait, there was that, and oh my god, what was the other one? Steel Battalion! That was the other one. The one that came with like the massive controller that had like the joysticks and levers and buttons and crap to let you control your massive mech. That game was freaking insane. Like, holy free holies. To be fair, isn't OG Legend of Zelda pretty affordable? I mean, there's a lot of cartridges. As long as you're not looking for like a super special edition or something. Just like, you can get Tetris really easily, but if you're trying to get like a Tetris World Championship edition, that's going to be a little bit tougher. No, the child! Save the child! No! Oh, what? Dude! Like, seriously. WT Fudge. Are one of my characters gonna, like, evolve now? Is this gonna be the whole, like, we get so stressed out we go Super Saiyan? Oh. I mean, I was mostly joking, but I'll take a Deus Ex. Dang, bad guy is bad. Oh, I'm sure that there's Legend of Zeldas and Marios and, you know, Metroids and all sorts of stuff that's worth hundreds and hundreds if you can find the exact right one. You know, you got to go to that yard sale and find somebody who has old games. Say my name. Oh, she probably won't. She literally just saw a bunch of people that she loves get murdered in front of her, bro. You don't just, like, spring back from that. I'm sorry, that's just not how it goes. I probably should have checked my formation, but we'll deal. But yeah, there's some crazy expensive older games out there, I know. I'm not overly familiar with most of them, because I'm a little bit weird when it comes to game collecting, because I have a decent number of games, like video games, cartridges, but I get them for the purpose of playing them. And then I don't actually play them. See, that's my trick. But I get them with the best of intentions to play them. I simply forget, or run out of time, or spiral. But that's beside the point. And that's why, for me, I don't really care about, you know, hermetically sealed, first edition, super who's it, whatnot, whatever type of things. I'm just like, can I get a game? Does it work? Can I play it? Because if so, I'm down. Like, is the label ripped off? That's okay. It works. Yeah, see, Rev is the same way. You buy yarn, you do the yarn things, you store it in places and forget what you were going to do with it because it was going to be for that really cool, super important project that you then forgot about. Okay, so this was like the secret little area that we were never allowed to go into. Because they said it was only for festivals. Is she actually like some kind of secret, super powerful mage or something now? Genkaku. Han and Genkaku. Those ring a bell. Are those characters from the first game? Han and Genkaku? The problem is there's like 108 characters from the original game. I don't know how many, if or when, they're going to show up. Oh, here we go, the Stars of Destiny. So that's the shtick that this game uses to track your recruits. It's like everybody is a particular star, and you can see how many of the stars of destiny do you have, how many are available. It doesn't give you any information about who or what you're missing, just that you're missing someone. Hey! 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 Oh, is this how we met? Aw, we're so cute. Aw. Okay, so something about my dad is clearly important because they're yelling at me about being adopted. You got a bad feeling about Joey's long-term health now? I mean, it seems like Gyro is from kind of a more... a more esteemed family. I mean, look at that haircut. Like, homie looks like every evil guy from every private school in every teen drama. But one of us is probably either going to die or get really weird, creepy power that will end up killing us. That's my guess. That's adorable. Aww. Doggy. Yep, in a way it's kind of unfortunate that I'm playing through these games on stream for the first time. Like, this is the first time I'm seeing all of it. And it seems like stuff like this, it's like, it really is kind of genuinely emotional, but I'm also streaming. So we gotta move forward, bro. Buried something at the tree. Yeah. Haha, secret between boys. Do I still have my Ocarina of Time strategy guide? I think I do. See, now after this, I'm going to have to go down and take a look at all the stuff I have. Okay, so this is the bad guy who ended up killing off the Unicorn Brigade. He's the one who started the false flag operation. Made it seem like it was the bad guys who attacked us when actually it was him. But this whole dramatic sepia tone shtick thing does not bode well. that was the beginning of the game. That's where we started off. Was us leaping off the cliff to hopefully mostly live. We got brought into the fortress. Saw a couple villages burned down. You know, typical JRPG stuff. We went to my hometown. The problem is that everybody thinks I'm the one who betrayed the Unicorn Brigade and that I killed everybody. So I'm a bit of a pariah in most places. And so folks will be like, hey, you look kind of familiar. Oh, the gate rune. Stars of Destiny. The Rune of Beginning. I mean, maybe I'm just a very highly skilled 12-year-old. Maybe I'm like the girl from, you know, the comic Kick Butt, roughly. What was it, Hit Girl? Or maybe I'm like the youngest of the Starks. Oh, that's terrifying. Okay, this can't be good, right? It's a red emblazoned black sword. There's no way that this is a good thing for Jowry. Leknat was later in the game. Okay. Good to know. Again, I knew that we would see people coming back from the first game. I am curious, in particular, Black Sword. Oh no. You know what this kind of reminds me of? It was the... oh my god, what was that game? It wasn't Lunar, but it was something kind of similar. It was like Sun and Stars or something like that. It was a modern JRPG of this style that I played through. And, you know, I swore up, down, left, and right that one of the characters in my party was going to betray us the entire game, and he never did. Like, homie literally lost an eye. How can a dude who loses an eye not become evil? It doesn't make any sense. Just saying. Ableist propaganda. Okay, I'm sorry, Rev, but, you know, for context, the dude lost his eye because of me, the main character. Like, it was literally my fault. So I'm just saying. Just like, you know, just saying. Okay, let's see here. So we'll just go to the big city. He was a cinnamon bun, did nothing but love us platonically, make cinnamon buns, and stews. He made stews, and they were delicious. Entry permit? What is this, papers, please? Knock him out! Oh. Dang. She's not gonna like that. Bob cut snail? Dang. They got some good insults in this game. Not gonna lie. Alright, we have to find another way. I'm guessing this is where we can finally use this. Somehow, maybe. Okay, good. See, I was always suspicious of her because she's got a portrait. Ah, the treasure. One of the issues here is that I can't really tell if something is a side quest or a main quest. Kinda tough. As he passes by a group of teenagers and also a kobold who are clearly willing and able to help. But this seems like a really good stopping point. Once I sleep at the inn, I should be able to save. And that'll give me a good stopping point for today. Wake up! Go, go, move, move, move! Throw water on him? What is she doing? Uh-huh. That was completely normal. I'm sure. You... I got the goods? Ooh, you do got the goods. You know, I complained about this before. I'm going to complain about it again. Because I'm really annoyed. that I'm really annoyed that we can't. Oh, what was the word? I'm sorry, I am totally blanking on what I was upset about. I guess that's good. Oh, that we can't know for sure where we should go. Because I remember when I was exploring here before, there were some ruins up in the north side of the inn. And I'm sure that's what he was talking about. We just gotta make sure that we save our game here. The citizens of Muse. Oh, there we go. An entry permit. Oh, he's inspecting us. Yay for false choices. Oh. Ah, yes. Famous last words. Don't worry, it'll be fine. Alright, so we'll save here. There we go. Alright. So that was a pretty successful day. I think we got a good amount done. Got a couple of new people. Moved the plot forward. Did all that good stuff. So that said, next week... What is next week? We're still in November. It's not Thanksgiving yet. Incidentally, I will probably stream Thanksgiving weekend. I'm hoping to, but I honestly don't know. There may be nobody available. Who knows? But next week we should be good. That said, I hope that everybody's okay. Hope that you're all having good weeks, staying safe and being well. I know it's tough sometimes. But yeah, take care, and I hope to be able to see you all next week at least. So, bye-bye.